length down the centre of the course, coming with an electric finish. Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a board leader and he will do it again.
Great pleasure to welcome Garth Puller to the show. The stable continues to show very good form, and he has a number of runners at Hollywood Bet Scottsville this coming Sunday, the 16th of August. Garth, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Graham. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. The first race is a work riders conditional graduation over 1,100 meters, and here you saddle number 10, Double Espresso. What are you expecting?
Graham, very competitive race. Obviously, amateur riders. So and the young lady that's riding my horse has never ridden in a race before. So it's a matter of how they handle him. They're not allowed to use sticks, but he's a straightforward horse. He's got good form. He's won over the course and distance. I'm expecting him to run a big race. I think he's place material. I think he could run in the first four.
Okay, so let's move on to race 2 then, which is the first leg of the bipod. Interesting runner here, Garth. Number 12, Iron Tail. You've engaged Lyle Hewitson, so you're not messing about. I say interesting because the early favourite in the race is number 1, Spring High, from the Dennis Dreyer stable, who came to the race's first time out with a big reputation but didn't run as well as expected, finished 5 lengths behind the winner. What makes it interesting is that you were 1 length further back with Iron Tail on that occasion. We're expecting improvement from both these horses. How's he done since his debut?
Yeah, he's a half brother to Monkshood that went over to Japan. Not Japan, to Hong Kong. Nice big horse. He's looking for 14 a mile, I'll be honest with you. I only elected to run him in the 1200 because we needed a bit of time with him. He's heavy in front and we've been working on his form. His brachias are very tight. He's come on in his work. I've lightened him up a little bit. I'm expecting him to run fast.
Okay, that's good to hear. So you certainly got to go into the play. And you've also got number 4, Magari. Now let's give recognition to apprentice Rusiki, who's a young black lady making her debut in South Africa. And I want to stress, making her debut in South Africa as a young black girl apprentice, but she has in fact ridden a winner. She's had 7 rides in Zimbabwe and ridden a winner. How's she doing?
She's doing very well. Nice, lovely young lady from Zimbabwe. Obviously very excited to have her first ride here. And it's basically just an outing. The horse wants 2,000 meters. It will basically be a gallop and a bit of experience for her.
Okay, that's great. We look forward to seeing her in action. Third race, first leg of the place accumulator. You've got Reserve 3, which we can ignore for the purposes of this show, but you also saddle number 8, Mexican Cat Dance. Now, Mark Kahn delivered the punters a blow at Hollywood Bet's Gravel on Wednesday when coming home on a 66-1 outsider for the Duncan Howell stable. What are you expecting from Mexican Cat Dance?
Yeah, people forget that he is a multiple South African champion rider, and you don't start riding a bicycle, you don't forget to do that. So obviously a very competent rider. I'm expecting a nice run, but it's very, very competitive. If you look at the race, there's a horse in the race of Dennis Dreyer's a Star Spangled Banger that I beat with Captain Fontaine, and Captain Fontaine's really good. So I know he's up against it, but he's working well. He's a 4-year-old. He's had the 2 runs. I expect him maybe to run into the back end of the quartets. Okay,
so a little bit, a bit of a different question for you then. If Captain Fontaine was back in this race, would you take 1 to 3, Captain Fontaine?
I'll take 1 to 10.
Okay, well then they've priced up Hail Columbia correctly, because he's priced up at 1 to 3. So let's hope that your horse can at least find the frame. But I guess everybody's expecting the third race winner to be Dennis Dreyer's horse, number 2, Hail Columbia. Right, race 4, the first leg of the pick 6. Now this is a MR97 handicap over 1,400 meters, and again, it's attracted a nice field. Horses with a lot of form coming into the race, but yours is right up there. Number 11, Brass Bell, must have a chance despite the poor draw.
Poor draw, doing very well at home. Definitely got a chance. He's on a high at the moment. Got a top rider on. Obviously it depends on the pace and if he can overcome the draw. But yeah, he's a big runner.
Okay, so obviously Brass Bell has got to come into all equations as far as race 4, the opening leg of the pick 6 is concerned. Now race 6 is a fillies and mares handicap over 1,200 meters. It's down the straight, only 8 runners. And Garth, on a personal basis, I've gone in very strongly with your horse here, number 2, Georgina Rose. She's unbeaten over the distance. She's unbeaten over the course in distance. What is interesting is that she runs for the first time with blinkers. The thinking behind that?
Superman. He loves blinkers. No, I thought about it as well. Anton, I said to Anton when he phoned, I knew he was going to suggest it. I said to Anton, what are you phoning for, to put blinkers on? Bringing it back over a shorter trip, obviously it will just sharpen it up a little bit. I ran over a mile last time. I had the option of running it in the KwaZulu-Natal 1200. That horse of Mark Dixon's looked hard to oppose, so I didn't go there. My thinking was probably right. She ran third over the mile. She's a nice filly. She's a galloper. She puts her best foot forward every time. I'm expecting a nice run from her. She has been beaten by Petra on 2 occasions, and I think she's beaten Petra once. But she's in a good space, and I think she'll run well.
Okay, obviously competitive, but I'm very, very pleased to hear that she's in a good space, because she's one of my plays of the day, but others will make up their own minds. But all we can ask of you is to confirm that she comes into the race in good order, and that you've done. So Garth, you've got, that's it, because Cassius Colt in the last race is a reserve runner, didn't quite make the final field for that maiden plate over 2,400 meters. So if I had to put you on the spot, which would you say is the best of your team for Sunday?
Good question. I think Brass Bell, outside of the draw, probably. It'd probably be my top one.
Okay, so there you have it from Garth.
Brass Bell and your filly.
Georgina Rose. I wish it was my filly.
Yeah.
I wish it was my filly, but I do fancy her. Garth, as always, thanks very much for joining us and giving up of your time. We look forward to seeing you at Hollywood Bet Scottsville on Sunday.
Pleasure. Great. Bye. Bye, guys.